Oh.
And we are live. Welcome to another edition of the MMA UK Late Show. I'm going to introduce the guests. There's still one missing who we are going to give a little bit more time, but it doesn't bode well for him that on our Brainiac quiz, he can't even work out how to join the live stream. So we'll give James Hamilton a few minutes to join. But Peter, before we do, why don't you tell us about our amazing sponsors, Fight Fuel?
Oh, sorry, Peter's muted. I had to shut him up. He always talks through the intro.
Start again, Peter.
Nah.
Still says muted. Fucking unmute me, you bastard. Oh, sorry.
You are unmuted.
Can we just keep Peter muted for the whole show?
Right, so Fight Fuel is a supplement and clothing company founded by martial artists for martial artists and other combat sport athletes. The aim of the company is to supply supplements and clothing of the highest standard to all fighters and warriors so they can train, perform and win.
Beautiful, beautifully read, Peter. So tonight's challenge is the countdown show. You looking forward to it, Peter?
Well, I used to watch a lot of Countdown back in the day, but I thought, right, if we're doing this, I need to practice, but I've not done anything, so I'm not very confident. So I reckon Tom will be a dark horse.
Really? So
Tom
Heffernan joins us, another MMA UK colleague. Thank you for joining us, Tom.
No worries, I'm well prepared.
And how does it feel to be the dark horse of the competition?
Well, I've put on the dark jumper just to be the dark horse, so...
You look like Holly out of Red Dwarf.
Oh, that's a great programme.
Tom's never earned an MMA UK t-shirt.
Oh.
Tom, if you win tonight, we'll get you one night.
How long's it been? About 10 years and I'm still waiting on my t-shirt. It's because you've not got any green ones.
Right, we'll send you one if you win tonight, right?
Because I won't buy any green ones, Tom.
Aye, we need a green one, that's why I've not got one.
And Lewis, you were also saying that you're not feeling confident either.
Well, to be honest, I didn't. When I got the message through asking did I want to be on tonight, I just assumed it was some sort of quiz. I didn't know it was countdown. So, to be honest, I got no fucking clue what I'm doing on countdown. But it's Sunday. I've got a few beers, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, James Hamilton comes on, and at least I won't come last.
That's what I'm banking on as well. Well, don't worry about not knowing the rules because we've got Frankie, our amazing tech guy, with us. He has done all of the behind-the-scenes work on setting up the challenges for tonight. So, Frankie, thank you so much for doing that.
No bother. Somebody's got to do it. I'm the only one that's not allowed to drink on the show because I've got to keep it.
Good evening, Chris.
Is this Scottish spelling allowed or no?
You can say
Welsh spelling. No Welsh spelling anyway.
Hey, Glenn, how you doing?
Mason's on as well watching.
I think James is
Hi,
trying to switch
Mason.
his
Thanks
phone.
for watching.
But you'll be on shortly.
So do we want to explain the rules before James gets on, Frankie? How many numbers rounds and word rounds we're going to do? Is it going to go word, number, word?
We'll get 3 word
number,
games,
word.
2 maths, and 1 conundrum. So it's really up to you. You're in charge, Katie.
Okay, so I think we'll do word, number, word, conundrum.
Can I ask as well who picked it to be a countdown challenge tonight? Am I allowed to ask that?
Peter.
What?
Peter
picks all the challenges. He always picks challenges that I need to be on the screen for.
Yeah, next week we're doing the Ugly Man challenge. We need Frankie for that as well.
I need to do all the work for it, and Peter just sits and gets drunk.
Well, Peter's challenge for this week is to not get topless. I'm not sure if you two have had the pleasure of that yet, but it's not pretty.
Got my Avengers pajamas for my kids on today, so just don't make her wear them. So,
have you all had a good Father's Day?
Yes.
Full
breakfast, fried breakfast a lot.
I had to make my own.
Outrageous.
I was bragging last night when we were playing poker, and Joby heard me saying I got a lie-in and breakfast in bed. So She had a lion instead.
So what are we going to do, guys? Are we going to wait for James, or are we going to crack on with the
What do you
first challenge?
I say we let him in, but with minus points.
We could give him another 5 minutes, so if you want to chat about UFC or something.
Okay, we can do that. Is he saying he's trying to join then?
He's trying
He
to
said he's
switch to
switching
his
to his
phone.
phone.
Okay.
There he is. No,
Five
there he is.
minutes.
Wait a minute. I'll add him in. There we go.
Mm-mm.
There we go.
Well, that was a pain in the fucking arse.
Hey.
I know you're
Hey.
James.
Welcome back, James.
So,
Good to have you on. How are you?
aye, all right. Good weekend, nice and quiet.
Has it been
Your
hot for
hair's
you
in good
guys?
shape, James.
What's that?
I'm saying your hair's in good shape, considering.
Aye, so's yours, mate. So's
I
yours.
know.
Shame about the rest.
I can
Shame
literally
about-
see
It's a shame
2
about
weeks.
Lewis,
No,
isn't
no, wait a minute, Tom. That's not your hair. That's your eyebrows, mate. Sorry, your hair's shite.
it? How'd you switch him back off, Frankie?
I'm in control of that.
You know, the way this is pictured on my screen with Heffy next to me, it looks like a before and after picture of with and without hair.
Right, move closer.
It looks like the start of lockdown and the end of lockdown.
Tom, you
Lewis,
don't want...
are you booked in for the barbers when they reopen on the 4th of July?
Yeah, I'm thinking now. I'm just gonna write it out. Maybe get a man bun over the next couple of weeks.
You need big
I think-
into the sheep feeders.
I think we got 3 weeks before they're opening hairdressers, so I don't know. It's getting tough now though. So
Get
You may
off,
as well
man.
see it out now, though.
yeah, I like I said, I was thinking about going for like the Gareth Bale man bun, but I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time now with it.
To be fair, mate, that's not a good move. That's a bad move. Unless you're Gareth Bale, don't do that.
You could have got a 90s set
I mean,
up.
Gareth Bale looks
You've
like a
had
twat
fun.
with it, doesn't he? If Gareth Bale can't pull it off, Lewis has got no chance.
I know, but he just looks at his bank account.
I didn't give a fuck.
So
Aye,
James,
exactly.
you missed the rules, but you know it's a countdown challenge. So we're gonna go word game, numbers game, word
Everything's
game,
awesome.
numbers
Everything
game,
is awesome.
word game.
To
Conundrum.
be fair, I'm not going to be playing by the rules anyway. I'm just making my own rules up.
You even spell
Fair
James.
enough.
What's that?
To be fair, James is doing well. He
Can I
got his name right.
Can I spell James? Aye.
Yeah, you just need to learn how to spell his surname. Now you'll be alright.
Right. So should we crack on with the first challenge then?
Right, do you want to do the
Frankie?
first one? Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, so this is a word game. The letters will come up on the screen, then there'll be a slight pause, then there's a 30-second countdown, there'll be a clock, you'll hear the clock, and then an alarm once it's time to put your pens down.
Put your
Okay.
hands
They
up.
come up one
Oh,
at a
shit.
time, and when the pens go down, we have to hold our hands up to show
Yeah.
what we're still writing.
Let's go.
Right, okay, 2 seconds, I'll just get it set up.
I feel quite nervous.
Are you allowed to cheat?
No.
Well,
No,
I hope
no.
so.
I'm gonna try.
Right, can you all see that?
Mm.
I see a
Yeah.
screen. Yeah.
It's a little bit small.
Oh, right, hold on,
Frank-
actually. I
Frankie, I
forgot
think you've opened Pornhub, mate. That's not the right one.
It's well seen you know, James, what Pornhub looks like.
Listen, I think we all know that. So
I hope Pornhub's the letters.
Pornhub's been doing some great numbers, no?
Right, he's ready, so here we go.
Cool, they come up fast.
Yeah. T. Go. Fuck. And
Right, remember, everybody put your hands up once you're finished.
Oh gosh.
this is horrible. Fuck.
Right?
Fuck.
Oh, hold on, just to get the website up. There.
Lewis Summerhand is still right.
I
They
wasted
cheating,
one hand.
players.
Lewis
So
is watching
I guess
Pornhub.
first of
Right.
all we go round and say what number everybody's got, and then we start with the lowest number, right? Lowest like number in the so okay. How many letters did everyone get in their longest word? I got 4.
4.
4.
3.
Lewis?
5.
Lewis, stop cheating.
Wow.
Lewis, so we can see.
Lewis, you cheating bastard.
I might have a 6, but I think it's wrong.
No, it's
Oh, well,
definitely
you just
wrong.
said you'd 5. You can't then go to a 6, dickhead.
Well, you can if you want to take
Go
a
for it.
chance on it, but if you get it
Can
wrong,
I
then
give,
you
All right,
can I
well,
give
can
2
you?
answers? Can I give 2
No.
answers?
One
No.
answer, Lewis.
no,
Glenn's
if
a
saying
you
five
got
get
a five.
if we
this
can use
wrong,
Scottish
well done,
slang.
Glenn.
Glenn got a 5.
Right, so Lewis, what's your 5? I've got the
What
one
is
set
it?
up.
I hope this is a word. Dafty.
Oh, that's the Scottish one I had.
Nah,
That's
that's
the
not
wrong
a word.
spelling.
That's
the
a
wrong
word.
spelling.
Yeah, but it's not. It's the wrong spelling.
It's the wrong spelling. It's the Scottish street
So,
spelling.
0 points for Lewis.
What was
Well,
your
I'll-
Nil
6?
point.
Dafties with an S on the end.
You knob.
What do you do for
Daffy.
a living, Lewis?
Dafty gotta be a
Okay.
word.
So,
Right.
Tom, what was your 4-letter word?
Daft.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's Tom.
Assume that's fine, Frankie. That looks
Yep.
fine to me. Peter, what was your 4?
Pads.
Pads. Okay, yeah,
I
fair
had-
enough.
On point.
Pads as well.
Too late
Too
now,
late,
Lewis.
I know, Lewis. No
Yeah.
point.
My 4-letter word was paid.
Paid, okay.
Yep.
And
Right.
James,
James 3.
Well, actually, I'll take a punt on a 4-letter word. Taps. TAPS.
you've already declared it a 3, and then you've
I
had
know.
another
He has
few
cheated.
minutes to think about it. That's too late, I'm afraid.
What was your 3?
Tap. But
Tap.
then he heard you could add an S on and he tried to cheat. So. Well,
Okay.
there was a 6-letter word in there. Stupid.
What was it? Stupid.
Stupid.
Oh,
Ah.
well,
That's the same-
that's
that's the
very
same as that.
appropriate, isn't it?
It means the same, but it's not. There's no spelled the same. Tom, sorry.
We're not getting the
Right.
points.
What's
So-
what's the correct spelling for Dafty then, Frankie?
Neil look up the Urban Dictionary.
It's not an actual word, but it's a slang. It's not a word.
Yeah.
That's the word.
We didn't specify that to be a real word.
This is Scrabble rules. Come on, it's got to be in the dictionary.
We could just make up words then.
To be fair, you're making yourself look like a dafty.
to legitimise it.
Yes.
So, at the end of round 1, me, Peter, and Tom have all scored 4 points.
Yeah. James on 3, Lewis on 0.
Nil point.
Okay,
It's what I want to use. Take a note of the.
I've
Yeah.
got it written down. I've got them down there.
Okay. So Lewis gets 0 for getting it wrong, right?
Yeah, I've already written them.
Sorry, I didn't hear you there, Katie. Can you say that once more? A bit louder.
All right, so now we're moving on to the numbers round.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
How's
Right.
this going to come out, thank you?
The numbers will be on the screen, and then the answer will appear, and then again the 30-second.
Right. We do the calculation, right? Okay.
Right, here's Glenn. Down. Only the winner gets the points.
Yes,
I know,
that is
Glenn,
true.
I know, but if we've done that, Glenn, it would be a 3-way tie, so we're just making it close. Right, we've slightly altered the rules. I did say that
Glenn-
earlier in the chat.
Can I just say I agree with Glenn on this? That's why I went big, because I didn't know it was. I didn't know it was like 3 points. Otherwise I would have kept chipping away with the 3 letters.
It was in the chat, Lewis.
Lewis, you should read what's in the group about what's going on in the challenge.
We want at least 2 people still winning this, going into conundrum.
And Glenn, if you want to send in what was your 5-letter word,
Hello
and
from
hi
Sweden.
Reza.
Hi, is it Reza Peterson? Hello.
Yep.
Hi, Sweden.
Okay. Yeah,
Hey,
hello
baby.
to everyone in Sweden.
Ready to go to the
Exactly.
next?
Yep.
All right.
Audio I need to share. I'll just play it right away, okay? Because the numbers are on the screen.
50.
You can cut one at a time.
They're all large.
Sorry.
That's horrible.
Oh, this is
Never
horrible.
Presley. And that's your answer. 962.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh, I'm not going to get anywhere.
Betting's down.
I bet nobody got near us.
I got 64.
Tom's confident.
Reza's got a good point here.
I honestly feel so thick.
Any chance? Yeah, well, we're getting straight onto that after this round, Reza. So just be patient.
I think I actually done no bad.
Oh.
Go on, James. What did you get?
Who thinks they got it? Let's go for it.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I go to 1,025.
I think I got to 950.
You need to be within 10 points.
Tell us how you done it, Katie, and I'll put it in my calculator.
Okay. I've never seen it. Was it 78 or 7 under 8?
78.
Oh, fuck.
No,
I'm
7
nowhere
under.
close. Huh?
Sorry, hold on, I'll just get it back up.
I can actually get it to
75
953.
and 78.
I've got
How's that?
nothing.
How's 903?
I can get to 953.
Right, so tell us how you got that, James.
Right, so it would be 25 times 50 should give us 1250. Take away 100 takes us to 1150. Take away 75 takes us to 1025. Then again, take away the 78 should get us to about 953.
Say that again.
So you're doing 25 by 50, which is 1250.
Right.
Take away 100. Take away 75. Take away 78.
What is that? Is that it?
It's 997, James.
997. Oh, that's it. That's as close as I could get.
Anybody get any close on that?
No, I was 903.
Right, do you want to see the answer?
Aye, please.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
We need some smaller numbers in there.
Yeah, I think Frankie just done that to get us.
Aye, it's maybe a challenge. It's not maybe easy.
Yeah, we need to give us one easy one.
It could at least be as difficult as on
I
countdown.
mean,
It was an 8 and a 7. Oh my god! You put it up as 78.
My mistake. Sorry.
Oh, actually,
Well, that's
I
why
thought it
none
was
of us
78
got
as
it,
well.
Frankie.
There's maybe a space between the 7 and 8. Sorry.
All right, well, cheers for that, mate.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're better
guy
saying
messed
them as well.
up.
yeah, no wonder we lost your G.
I would have
Hold
got
on,
it otherwise.
I'm sure you would have, aye.
Well, actually, I was close because I was doing 8 times 100. Plus
Apologies,
100,
that's my fault.
plus 75.
Take Timmy the nasty.
Right. We all got to score the same
round null and
score.
void.
Yeah, we all got the same score. We all got 0, so we still got
Yeah.
Right, that's just a thing way round. I'm just going to check.
Practice.
You can talk about UFC while I check the next one to make sure everything's all right.
Yeah, doing south and batter.
Sorry, Reza has a good point. She wants to. IMAF has been rejected.
I didn't realise that had happened. What do you guys think of that?
What's that?
It's on the screen.
So IMAF has been trying to get MMA recognised as an official sport, with the end goal, I guess, of getting it to the Olympics, and they've spoken about that at length. And he said that it's been rejected in the ongoing trial. So I guess that's been pushed back.
Not really a shock, is it?
I just can't understand how it couldn't be deemed a sport when it's literally a combination of many sports that are recognised.
Yeah.
But if the end goal's the Olympics, right, and they want to add it in, are they not going to then lose something in the Olympics?
Could be.
Well, yeah, but I thought when a host country gets, when it is your turn to host it, you get to pick something
I
go
think there's
in?
a bit more. I think there's a bit more politics involved in that. To be honest with you, and I think there's got to be a lot of agendas, and there's got to be other sports that won't want it coming in as well. So so I don't think it's quite as easy as the country saying, "Yep, let's go for it." I don't think we'll see it in any time soon. To be honest,
it's a shame.
That is a shame, but I mean, ultimately, it is what it is. I mean, for most people,
the WADA don't want to work with IMAF.
To be fair, IMAF's unrealistic for most fighters anyway. Even IMAF's unrealistic for most guys to go and compete in because of the cost involved. So
here's the thing, right? So see if MMA was recognised as Olympic sport. Got to presume that a good portion of the fighters going to represent would be UFC level fighters. So
they'd have to be amateur, wouldn't they?
It's amateur, yeah.
Oh, is it just amateur? I didn't know.
Yeah.
So you can only compete no professionals.
What James is saying is true for Scotland, but a lot of countries get government funded for.
So how come the professional golfers and tennis players and that get to compete in the Olympics?
Because it's golf and tennis, mate. Who gives a fuck about them?
It is fucking.
You can tell I'm not big up on the Olympics.
Usually they've got to be amateurs. That's why none of the boxers turn pro until after the Olympics.
The thing is, as well, what I would say is you got to think, right? We are all diehard MMA fans. With you say who cares about golf and tennis? But golf and tennis are much more established sports than MMA as well.
But it doesn't stop MMA being recognised.
No.
Sport. Even take away the Olympics part of it. Just is MMA a sport? So I don't even understand how that can be a question.
Let me ask, because I don't know much about this. I'm literally reading this for the first time today. What is the criteria for being an official sport? Right? How can it not be an official sport when you got a UFC on BT Sport every Saturday night? I don't understand what is the defining point of being an official sport.
Ultimately, the thing is, it's Olympic committees that decide it. To be fair, them saying it is or it isn't a legitimate sport doesn't mean a damn thing. And I don't see the massive benefit. It would be good to see it being in the Olympics and stuff like that, but ultimately, is it going to make the sport bigger and grow it more? I don't think it will.
No. Rugby 7's only just gone to the last Olympics, and that's... You're saying rugby's not an official sport then? I don't know, I'm a bit...
No, I think they're two separate things. Sorry, I think I muddied the waters by mentioning the Olympics.
You've got to look at the Olympics as amateur for combat sports. It's an amateur thing. It's a good thing. Like boxers use it, it's a good thing to come out of your amateur career. It probably propels you a bit bigger in your professional career and maybe gets you more attention as an individual.
And sponsors.
Like Anthony Joshua and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think
it's a shame.
I'm just confused by who defines what is an official sport. That's if anyone can answer that for me in the comments, that'll be much appreciated because I'm a little bit confused on that.
She has posted. There's a link. There was a campaign going on for a while to make MMA a sport. There was a petition thing. So
was it 100,000 signatures or something like that?
Something like that. It was backed. She was saying it's backed. Or saying it's backed by UFC and Bellator athletes.
Yeah. No, I've seen it all over Facebook, and I understand what they're trying to achieve. But yeah, to Lewis's point, who do they need the approval from, and what's the end goal?
Maybe they need to pay some big bucks to get in there.
Well, yeah, sadly,
I'm pretty sure it's the Olympic. It's the Olympic committees.
There's no reason to turn it down, have they?
I think it's one of those things because there's a lot of sports always trying to get into the Olympics, and sports come and go from the Olympics as well. So I wouldn't say it's like a set in stone thing that MMA is not in the Olympics. You might see it come in 5-10 years time. It's one of those I don't know if being in the Olympics defines it as an official sport. Like I said, I wonder what Dana White would say if you told him MMA wasn't an official sport. I don't know. It seems weird.
But James, what you were saying about
I don't know if we'll be able to see that.
Oh gosh.
The Global Association of International Sport Federations was refusing it. This was despite them everyone.
I think we need to watch our terminology as well. If it gets accepted into the Olympics, it doesn't change the fact it's a sport. It just makes it an Olympic sport.
Yeah,
it's a sport regardless. going in the Olympics just makes it an Olympic sport. So it doesn't change. It doesn't really make that
to your
massive.
point,
Doesn't
James,
make a
about
difference.
like the cost of people going to IMAF being prohibitive, people are more likely to get sponsors and stuff to cover that if they're going to be at the Olympics and going to get all that coverage, rather than they're going to Bahrain where it's pay-per-view to even see their fight. That I think, like it would do a lot to the people who are going to have the same kind of fights. If it elevates their status to that level, it's just going to get way more eyeballs on them, way more money behind them. That's why, personally, I'd like to see it there. And I feel like our fighters deserve recognition for what they're doing. They're working just as hard as all the people who are there. So it's a shame.
Jumping on a trampoline is an Olympic sport. I don't know
To be
why.
fair, I think
I don't want to slag off other sports like for being
I'm just
there,
saying.
but
Well, Glenn is.
the biggest
Dress
benefit for me,
Dress
the
as
biggest
a-
benefit for guys that are fighting in IMAF and stuff like that, if they can get out there, it's not knowing your opponents. That's really good experience for guys. It's going in there, you don't know who you're going to fight. You can't look at opponents. That's really good preparation for guys going forward.
Yeah,
that's the biggest benefit of IMAF. But the downside is, I mean, get professional fighters fighting in the UFC struggle financially. So if you've got no government support, you're almost fucked trying to get to IMAF. It's not an easy thing to do. But that's the biggest benefit for me. It's that you get a different level of competition, and it's good experience for guys and girls.
Totally agree. So Frankie, was the next numbers one fine?
Yes, that's fine. That was my mistake. Apologies.
just keeping things interesting. So the scores are still as they were after the first round.
Just come up on my phone as well, guys. Speaking of UFC stuff, that we may have a potential middleweight matchup for Adesanya with Borchina coming up. He's saying he signed it, so that I don't know if it's true or not, but
where was that on?
Breaking news.
Yeah, I just got a notification, but I've lost it now. Give me a second.
I'll get it on the screen.
But yeah, if that happens, that's the fight I think everyone wants to see for the middleweight belt, isn't it?
Yeah, and I feel like that's a really good fight because he's definitely got a chance when he hits like that. He's definitely got a chance of winning that belt.
I still think Israel does it. I think his striking's too clean, but it's a very interesting fight. One I'm very much forward to looking to see. So
yeah,
I think it's a good matchup for Israel. Stylistically, it's perfect for him. A guy that's going to come forward, aggressive. It's really a good matchup for Israel. That's what I thought about Romero.
I think it's closer than a lot of other people think it is.
I'm not.
Got that one.
Not saying it's not
close.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not close. I'm just saying stylistically, I would think the matchup favours Israel.
Yeah,
Romero, he's got Hall, isn't he? That's a cracker.
What's that?
Romero versus Hall.
Yeah. Who would you have though out of Paulo Costa and Adesanya, Peter?
I don't know. I think it's quite a close fight. I think a lot of people.
I do.
I think Costa might shock people.
So do I.
I like the upsets, but I think he might cause an upset and just derail his career for a wee bit. But we'll see what happens. But.
Tom?
I can't remember who said it actually, but I think Adesanya will have the edge. I think he's got a better fight IQ and probably the better speed.
I agree
Costa's
with you on
just
that.
got absolute raw brutality.
Yeah.
He's got talent as well, but I think Adesanya will be able to work it out pretty quickly.
He might injure himself in the walkout when he does some fancy dance.
He does one of the crazy dances.
Like Deontay Wilder, like if he comes out in a big suit or something.
Oh, it's too heavy, too heavy. Frankie, who's your pick in that fight?
Don't know. I'd say Adesanya probably. I know he's got more technical skills. I'd say.
Yeah, he's
Sorry,
definitely.
Sorry, on you go. I wasn't listening. I was too busy trying to find the tweet. Sorry.
See, when you look at it, between the two guys, there's like 32 fights unbeaten.
It's
combined.
Paulo Costa who's saying that's the contract signed.
No, it doesn't mean a massive amount. You'd need to see Israel soon.
What did he write there? Newest billionaire?
Yeah. So where did he make his money? Because it's certainly not in the UFC.
newest billionaire in the sport.
15.
Well, he said spot, so just as well he's not playing Countdown.
Perhaps he's a billionaire in Brazilian currency.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It was this bit here, and to you, fuck idiots, no, I stop. Use lipstick, motherfuckers.
What?
I don't really know. See, he's replied to his own.
Twitter translated that wrong.
You need to give him his due. He's probably writing in Brazilian, and we know the translating stuff doesn't work.
Or Portuguese.
He said he's going to bring me to fight in Bollywood. I'm a good actor. Nah.
That might make him millions.
Oh, but turn this off. This is just making me sad watching him write stuff.
This is, it might not even be a fight. You might get a Bollywood film or something.
You'll get a lot of money for that.
Yankees fought a decent enough level in compared to Adesanya. I know he's fought Romero and Hall and probably Johnny Hendricks after that. But
it's kind of a hard one, but he's only fight the guys in the UFC.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? It's like Adesanya's put away Whittaker and Gastelum, Anderson Silva, Brunson. I don't know. I just think Adesanya. I don't know what fighting's like.
You saying he couldn't put Anderson Silva away as well then?
Yeah. No, I'm just talking about in terms of the level of competition.
But you think Costa would put away with them as well, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I think it would be Anderson Silva, but Whittaker, I don't know. Gastelum, don't know. Who knows? But just anyway, out of the two of them, I think Adesanya takes it.
I definitely agree with you that he's the more well-rounded and he's got the better fight IQ, but I just think that Costa's got that power that can send anyone to sleep.
I know. Honestly, I actually couldn't care less who wins it. I'm no fussy.
I hope there's no any granddads in that pub.
Oh dear.
Right, come on, get this countdown started again.
Hey, we're down the wall.
I was building up a head of steam.
Tom,
I know you want to build up a head of hair.
You know what?
James, I'll give you that one. I'll get you back later on, but
Tom.
Tom, you can always shout 8 3/4 in a row, wouldn't you?
I wouldn't look myself to that kind of talk. Yeah.
Right, come on.
Right. Well, we're doing the words one now.
Word.
All right, that's good.
Right, 2 seconds.
Get the Urban Dictionary up for Lewis.
You ready?
Kidding me on, man?
What the fuck is that? Okay.
Right, pens down.
Yikes.
Hell.
I'm so thick.
Right, he's going to tell you what you've
I
got.
think Frankie's done it really hard. I've got 4.
I've got 4 as well.
Can I have one last look at it?
No.
No cheating list.
It just did hundreds of O's, so you could go like.
Glenn's at 7. We should have Glenn instead of Lewis.
I'm glad Glenn's not on.
We should have Glenn on instead of Lewis.
I think
You just said 4, Tom.
I didn't have a number there.
Tom said 5.
I think I saw a good one just before the end, so I need to have another quick look.
No.
That's against the rules.
It's called
Sorry,
cheating,
Tom.
Lewis.
What's your 5,
okay.
Tom? What's
5.
Peter, what did you have?
I had 4.
You're still doing it. Okay.
Cool.
Tom, James, what was your
Local.
number?
I've got a 4.
4.
See,
I've got
Local.
2 4s actually.
who got local?
Local. Oh,
Five.
yeah.
I don't know how I missed
Very
that one.
good. Very good.
There was a 7 there. So, what did you get?
Oh,
Liz?
and Glenn's got it. Glenn,
Well-
send in what you got.
I went for a
He's
4.
He's put it in, but I'm not
Right.
putting that on the screen until everybody tells me the words. So,
Oh, I know
Lewis,
what you
So-
got.
I went for a 4, right? And then I
Yeah, but
stopped looking because I thought I was going to play it safe. And my 4-letter word is clam.
That's mine as well.
But just as it went off, I looked back again and I thought I might have saw alcohol. So I'm not sure.
well, that is the 7
Oh,
alcohol.
That's the one Glenn got.
Aye, I'll put it on the screen.
What did
It's
James
alcohol,
get?
no get 2 H's though. I've got lock, LOCK. I also
That's
had
what
Loom
I
as
say.
well,
It's not K, is it?
LOOM.
Where's the K?
LOCH rather, sorry, lock.
Lock is in
sorry.
Oh,
a Scottish lake.
Frankie, can you check Clout? CLOOT. Is that in there? Clout.
Clut.
Aye.
There's no T.
All right, okay, right. Forget that.
well done, Glenn.
There is a theme to this, as Chris Curtin says.
Thanks, Chris.
Alcohol.
Aye.
I
What's the
didn't get
first one
alcohol.
again?
I need it to be spelt as booze, Chris, for me to get it.
What's alcohol, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get a 7 for that then?
No, you
No.
don't. Fuck off.
No, you said 4.
No, but I did say alcohol though.
No, but you wanted another look.
Too late. You said you wanted another look.
Lewis, you're a cheating bastard, by the way.
Yeah, I know. He's got this like butter wouldn't melt look about
I know.
him, but
He's got
actually
about 5
he's a
people
real
behind that
sneaky
screen shouting
bastard.
behind him. Lewis, alcohol's in it.
So what was Peter? What was your word? Klook.
No,
Clout.
I take it that wasn't there.
No,
No, there's no T.
Cool, my word.
Cool.
I said
COOL.
4 letters. I'm just asking
Yeah.
Frankie to check. That came after the timer stop.
No, there's no T in it, Peter.
I know that. It's fine. I had a 4 letter.
So
And cola, actually. And cola as well.
Cola,
right,
aye.
so let's go back. So Peter got 4, Tom got 5 in that round.
5.
Tom's winning with 9.
I got 4. James got 4, and Lewis got 4.
Can I appeal for the 7?
No, you can't. Fuck
I
off.
don't-
Who's the ref? Frankie's the ref.
Any
Frankie
more,
is the ref.
any more of your shite, Lewis, and you get papped it.
What are you drinking, Lewis? Who's that with the green label?
He's drinking alcohol.
Marston's EPA.
What?
Marston's EPA. I had it in like a gift box.
Who's the EPA stand for?
English Pale Ale.
Ah. It's not as good
English
as
Pale Ale.
Superbock. Straight over
Superbock.
from Portugal.
I'd usually like that punk IPA, but I just drank my last one.
Gotta beat the T.
Oh, Peter, you do surprise me. Oh,
the
typical Scott on the Iron
Are you
Brew.
working tomorrow, James?
What's that?
You working tomorrow?
Aye, mate, I'm working.
Driving?
Nah, I wouldn't have been drinking anyway, mate.
Ah.
Regardless. Too much of that shit went on recently, I'm off it.
Too many garden
Right.
parties, Jim.
No, sitting in the house greeting myself, mate.
I guess it's getting too deep. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, should we do the numbers
Uh,
game?
So Tom's got a 1 point
Right.
lead, right?
Who's saying
Yeah.
that?
I'll be Peter and
Uh,
Katie second, I'm third, Lewis is dead last.
I
Yes.
I feel like
He's
I-
still sitting with no points.
I
Numbers
feel
is
hard
your
done
game,
by
but
this.
Lewis.
Right,
Right,
so
next up,
Frankie,
go
do you
for it.
want to
Yeah, I'm gonna get
confirm
it
the
set up.
numbers as they
Yeah,
come
an
up?
easy one this time.
Yeah.
I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The thing's 10.
Right, hold on. Maths one. Right, so the numbers are 2, 5, 9, 5.
Feels
Ten.
a bit more.
You 1,000?
Real small.
That
You 1,000.
answer is 4, 6, 8.
400.
And then the timer starts.
That's so close, man.
Right, what you've all got?
464.
I've got 464 as well.
Yeah, I think I
I never
have.
got it. I was trying to do it in my head. I should have wrote it down. But I never got it.
Well, if you've got 464, Tom, in your head, you can go first.
No, I said I was trying to do it in my head and I never got it.
I have
Right,
got
so
it in my
Tom's at
head.
home.
I haven't got it all written
Yeah,
down.
Katie, do 464.
Okay, so I had 10 times
Right.
5.
Hold on, I get the calculator.
Oh, sorry.
10 times 5 equals 50.
10 times 5 equals 50.
And then 5 times
Seems
9. No, I haven't got it. Sorry, I haven't got
Right.
it.
Do you want me to take care?
Aye, James, you do it.
Right, so
Right,
5 times 10
5.
5 times 10 equals 50.
Oh,
Times
sorry,
9.
Times the 50 by 9 equals 450.
Right.
Plus the
Yeah.
10 equals 460. Plus the 4 equals 464. Then you could plus the 2 gets you to 466.
That's pretty close.
But you got 466.
Anybody else?
Aye, 466. I couldn't
I'm
get any
46.
closer than that.
I think I'm 464.
Fire
So
away.
I need the points. 9 times 10 is 90.
9 times 10
Times 5 is 450.
times 5.
Now I can't read my writing. Is that 2 times 5? 2 times 5 is 10. I can't even read my writing. 2 times 5 is 10. That doesn't make sense. I did get 60. I got to 660 with that. 2 times 5 is 10. I don't know how I got that then. 10. 10 times 450 is 4,000. I don't know. Fuck it. I can't even read my writing.
Glenn's saying he got
10
468.
468, right.
But he
Well, do it.
forgot it.
Any comments in, Glenn?
He forgot it.
Yeah,
Aye.
So do I get points for that? Because I got
Aye,
the
yeah, hang
closest.
on.
you do.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to check the
So
number.
how many does he get for being 2 away?
I'm
Is
away
it
to
2
show you.
away, James?
Yeah, 2
Two
away,
away.
466.
Yeah, I've got it here.
You get 8 points for that, right? Because
Aye,
I think you
Peter's-
get 10 points.
7 points for being 1 and
Oh,
5 away.
Well done, James. 7 points for James and no points for anyone else.
There's the answer. 5 times 4 equals 20. 20 take away 2 is 18. 10 times 9 times 5, 450. 450 plus 18, 468.
Sweet.
That's too hard.
I'd never get that.
None of us are that intelligent. Let's just be honest now.
James got pretty close.
James, aye. You were all slagging James at the start, saying I want James to go on, so I'm not laughing.
No,
James is away.
He just did a thing
James
times
away
right
ahead.
before that.
James, I was rooting for you for the start.
If I'd known the rules, I'd be in the lead now.
It was something that I would do.
Bullshit. And Frankie, we were going off what you said James's articles were like. That's why we thought he couldn't spell when he'd be shit at his game. So don't try and drop us in
James,
it.
how many articles did you do?
Oh, but two.
Two, exactly. So
I would waste my time.
My
I would waste my
favourite
time
is
with
when
articles.
It took him 3 years to write them 2 articles, mine.
Frankie says
Lewis,
to everyone,
Lewis, how
"You're
many
better
points
at the
have you
videos.
got?"
Stick to the videos.
no wonder.
Oh, these must all feel like spanners now, eh?
I know, exactly, James.
I'd bet you're saying exactly what you're the biggest fan. I know what you're like, you fucking sneaky bastard.
See, I feel like I'm out done by. I should be in the lead of this quiz. If this had been
boys should be
properly-
uncle. Stop your whining.
if this had been run properly, I'd be in the lead now.
Well, James, where did your boss come from? Since you think you're ahead. I know.
Right, we're halfway, ain't we? 3 to go.
No, we've got
Are
two.
we halfway?
2 to
Two
go.
to go.
Right.
Another
Yeah.
one.
Because that was our
One
thing,
word
so-
game and one conundrum. So do we
Oh,
want
the
to
conundrum.
stop and talk about anything before we go on? Do you want to talk about... There's not that much to talk about from the UFC last night,
Well,
is there?
so I
Apart
thought-
from-
Can I
The
just say, I
the
thought,
fighter stopped him in the corner. That was probably, apart from
Yeah.
the Burgess fight, and Burgess, who knows why he fought the way he fought. That was crazy he fought Emmett that way, but
Getting a
that,
game,
was,
though.
that was interesting. The fighter stopped himself in the corner. I feel like the coach should have just pulled the plug on it, man, instead of putting him through that.
Yeah.
Like the guy obviously didn't want. I mean, I don't think MD's in a position to sit and criticise him, especially
No.
somebody that's no fought at that level and went in there to the UFC. The guy was done. He said he was done. I just think it was unnecessary for the coach to make him say it to the referee.
I do agree to an extent. Like, if he's done, he knows he's got nothing left in the tank. Fair enough, call it. But I can see kind of a little bit of redemption in the coach in that I felt like that guy did win the first round, and we've seen guys put it out in the past as well. Even Dominic Cruz kind of alluded to that by saying, this is why this game is so hard. And like you said, none of us are in a position to criticise. And if he felt he was done,
I've never
he's
seen
done.
anyone say they're done and then turn it around from there. If you say you're done, if that thought's come into your head, and in enough so to come out of your mouth, you are done. That's why I've never understood why people let them carry on after that. Even if they half suggest it, you should
do the coaches know something about him though? Has he shown that sort of quit like that? That sort of, I don't want to say quit, but has he shown something like that in training before?
Did any of you guys listen to Dana afterwards? Because he was asked about it, and he said,
"No,
which is coach? I can't remember his coach.
Robert Drysdale.
He had apparently pestered the life out of the matchmakers to get this guy in, saying he's the next big thing and all the rest of it. So he gives him his chance. I know short notice, wasn't it? But
I've actually. Sorry, on you go, mate.
I was just going to say, I think he had nothing in the tank. It wasn't so much he was getting absolutely bashed. I've seen people take worse, you know what I mean? But he had nothing in the tank. He sat down, as Katie says, his head had gone. And as soon as the head goes, that's it. Yeah. And if a fighter tells you more than once, it's different if he says, "Listen, I'm done." He says, "No, you're not. You're a champ." I can understand the coach initially. I can understand the coach initially saying, "I don't want to see you lose your big chance. This is your opportunity. You know, you sure?" Blah, blah. But see if he says it 2-3 times in a row.
Yeah,
that's it.
I've seen something similar at a local show. Kind of similar. I won't say the fighters' names, but. Basically, it was a 5-round fight, and for some reason, one of the fighters thought it was a 3-round fight. He was losing the fight. He was well behind, and he was just getting out grappled badly. And when it went into the corner, he thought the fight was over. But then they signalled for another round, and the guy's just like, "No, I'm done." It was a similar thing. I think what both things have in common is if the fighter's mentally done to try and go out there and, like you said, Kate, turn that around, it's almost impossible, I think, at times.
People can come back from a major beating, like somebody like Darren Elkins, or it's not to say that that a corner should always throw in the towel if someone's taking a pasting, but if somebody says they're done, they've mentally checked out of that fight. They're not even thinking about winning. They're thinking about getting through it without getting more.
That's when it becomes more dangerous, because if you're not in the mind frame to even fight back and defend yourself, then the bad things can happen. It's different if you're getting outclassed, but you're still trying like a bear.
Yeah,
the difference here though with guys like Elkins and that, they might be losing badly, but mentally they're still there and they're still going for it.
Yeah,
that's the difference. That's the big difference.
Yeah,
and you know what? I don't think a guy. I take my hat off to the guy for doing it, because that's a ballsy move to do that. He verbally tapped out, really.
Saved himself a lot of damage as well in terms of going into that last round.
I think the fighter's done the right thing. Yeah, why would you go out and risk serious injury? If you've not got anything in you to fight back, then don't go out and fight.
It's the only thing that now he needs to deal with is he now needs to go back to the gym. And I would imagine that's going to be a hard thing to deal with, going back into the gym. And potentially something like that happened to a guy, depending on the guy, that's potentially a fight-ending thing.
He looked quite good first round, though, I thought, to be fair. He put a good show in first round, but I think he blew up the knee. His gas tank went, and then everything else followed then.
It's good to hear his side of the story.
Right. He looked like a guy that had never really been in trouble before, that he probably won all his fights comfortably, and he'd never been in the deep waters under the lights before. And like you say, short notice as well, cardio could have been an issue, but I mean, ultimately it's hard to sit and criticise the fighter.
If I was him, I don't know whether I'd want to go back to that gym either, though, because do you trust that coach? Like you are putting so much trust in your coach. Like every time when you take a fight, when you're in there, like if he said he's done, and they're not listening to him, that's quite tough as well.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I wanted to say about last night is a big shout out to Justin James, who I've interviewed for you guys before, and he's a lovely guy, and he took a short notice fight last night. He lives in Vegas, so Only down the road for him, but he's been desperate for this opportunity with the UFC for years. And despite him being the one who took the last minute fight, it was his opponent who missed weight, and God, he made the most of that opportunity.
He took a risk as well. He took a risk
he
fighting the way he fought. He threw everything
Yeah.
at it straight away. Probably when we were talking about Adesanya and Boschina earlier, Costa, sorry, that's probably a smart way for him to approach Adesanya. Just absolutely swarm him.
Yeah.
Take away the reach and the.
Justin called it right. He said, this guy got the call 2 days ago. He's got one round in him. He's got one round in him, and that's it. You know what I mean? Worth a cardio. But talking of cardio, and that kind of sums it up. I thought that was the best I've ever seen Tisha Torres, and she went 100 miles an hour for all 3 of those rounds and looked really good. I thought she looked phenomenal. Great strike and wrestling defence against somebody out of DC's camp. And whoever does her cardio, strength and conditioning, there should be a queue a mile long to sign him up or her, because what a job that she wasn't even breathing heavy at the end of that, and she was constant. And
she doesn't cut hardly any weight either. She turns up to fight week and gets on the scales in her clothes, and she's like a pound over. That's probably something to do with the gas tank as well.
Yeah,
but
were any surprised with Burgess the way he fought Emmett? I was pretty shocked because he looked good when he was sitting and popping on with a jab, but he just felt like he took away. He had a 5-inch reach advantage, and he was getting in close far too much. He's done that in previous fights as well. It was a bit strange. A good fight, but I just thought his approach was a bit strange.
Yeah. Right. So are we going to move on to another?
Is Peter's microphone broke? Because we've not heard from him. You there, Peter?
No, I know. Just on the Justin. Justin's went for Rage in the Cage to UFC in less than 12 months.
He didn't actually end up fighting Rage in the Cage.
No, but he fought in Rage in the Cage before that.
He had fought in Rage in the Cage, yeah.
He went possibly coming all the way to Scotland for a shit show and ended up in the UFC. You know what I mean? It's an amazing story. It's an amazing story, isn't it? Remember, we were going to be taking him out for a pint afterwards.
Yeah.
Don't remind Katie about that night, Pierre.
Yeah, I know. Don't. When you stood me up as well, it couldn't have got any worse.
Fucking strip club in absence.
Does anyone know who got the performance of the night bonuses? Because I was really hoping he was going to get one.
Fight of the night was Burgess and Emmett. I think Justin James did get a bonus. Pretty sure he did.
Did Jim Miller get a bonus?
Jim Miller got one as well.
He deserved one.
I think
there was 4. I seen 4, but I never seen who it was. I think
it was James Miller and then Burgess and Emmett for fight of the night. I think.
Well, big shout out to Justin. I was delighted to see that.
Right, we're ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's do this.
Was it
Words?
Words, yes.
James, you just set this one out. Give us a chance.
He'll still win on the conundrum.
Oh, I won't.
G, D, E, O, G,
I-N-G.
H, A, S, R.
That's too fucking. Oh.
Don't know if this is a word.
Tom,
I'm going with it.
How am I?
In fact, no, I'm changing it.
I am going for dog.
I'm changing it.
Right, pen's down. What have you got?
7.
I think I've got 7.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right, who's gone first? Well, 7.
What did James get?
I've just got a 4, mate. I'm playing safe.
So I'm going in with 7 this time with Shagger.
Oh, they're Lewis again at the last minute after the bell.
Right, go for it,
Frankie,
Lewis.
come on. I've got 2 sevens actually.
Shagger, I'm going for.
Yay! I think me and Tom got the same.
Aye. Well, I had Shagger first, and then I've changed it to Shag, just in case.
Well,
Doesn't matter, it's still the same.
aye,
Yeah,
well,
Shagger
that's-
as well.
Shagger
I
is
can't
a
wait-
word.
Hey!
Shagged is a word.
Shagger,
It's
isn't
a
it? Lord?
word.
Shagged is a word. Shagger, isn't it?
Shag Davlin.
Oh, so Lewis is
That's why I
disqualified
changed it. That's
again.
how I'm saying
I'm glad I went with Rash.
That's
So is
the
that Lewis? Is
No,
that
that's
Lewis and Peter
really a
doing
word.
it?
Peter, Lewis and Peter got
Oh,
nothing.
Lewis disqualified again.
So did Tom. Tom said 7 as well.
Aye, I got it right. I said
Did-
Shag.
Tom actually said Shagger
I
or
was-
shagged.
Yeah.
No, I
So
said I
Tom-
started with Shagger and changed it to Shag because I didn't think Shagger was a word.
No, but you said
Right,
7.
So,
Aye, that's still
Shag.
7.
so that's still
No, it's not.
the same number of
There's
letters.
a D in there.
S-H-A-G.
That is 7 words, Peter. I
Shagger
think you
is in
thought
the
he said
dictionary.
shag.
I just
It
typed
might
it
be
in.
for you, Jamie.
I've got a definition for it as well, so I'm claiming that as a word.
Is it in
Right,
the
I'll just-
dictionary?
I'll
Is
just
it
do
on
Shagger.
mine. It's nice and
dictionary.com?
A person who has sex,
dictionary.com.
especially one who has numerous casual sex encounters.
Is that an Oxford dictionary?
No, it's the Welsh dictionary. Lewis has just wrote it in his wee dictionary in his. I'll give you my 4 letter. It's rage. Nice and simple.
And my 6-letter word was dagger.
Dagger, see.
What's Katie got a
Is this
6?
like one of the kind of
Aye, Katie's got
psychology
6.
exams?
Right, I think I've got the points here. So
Right.
I've got
No,
8.
I got that.
Eight.
I seen it. It's one of the viral videos where it actually came up on Countdown. It was Shagger came up, so I thought I'd go with that
Right.
one. It's quite funny.
Everybody can still win this.
It's
I've
in
got
the-
8.
It's in the
Katie's got
Collins
14.
dictionary.
So
Tom got-
Peter's got 0 for this round, and Lewis has got 0.
Well,
Is that what you're saying, Frankie?
It's up to the rest of you if you want to get
Absolute
Lewis.
absolute
You're
robbery.
the independent adjudicator, Frankie.
Lewis
It's
got
not
7.
you.
I'm looking
Oh, I
up
don't-
on Google.
Frankie,
and
check the
it's-
Oxford dictionary.
It's
Did
not in the
they
Oxford
allow it
dictionary.
on the real countdown?
Well, if it's not the Oxford dictionary, it's not a word then, is it?
Absolute robbery.
Lewis kind of win then.
It's got to be on dictionary.com or the Oxford Dictionary. I
Right,
agree.
hold on.
Right,
I'm
Bruce,
just
you've got to stay execution.
Tom
Like
definitely
you
got
said,
7 either way, if
Aye.
that was in there.
Yeah.
Well, can I do
Shagger.
what Tom did and switch to Shag now?
I did
No,
it before the
Declared it.
time ran out.
After
Right.
phone, it's taking ages to load my computer. Right, hold on.
Lewis needs these points. Or he's not going to
I
win.
feel as if I wanted to donate points to Lewis though. Many
Thank you,
points.
Tom.
you want, Lewis.
I appreciate it, Tom.
James, sorry, how many did you
I'm
get
reaching
there?
out to you, Lewis.
Rage.
4.
Didn't matter. I rage in a cage.
Shagger's in the dictionary, so we'll get it.
Is
well,
it?
you're in.
Oh my god.
I think the site I was using was an American site, so
Lewis has got.
What?
Okay.
Can we go back now and check Dafty if that's in there as well, please, Frankie?
Dafty.
Daft's
I-
not in it.
This could be for the win right here, last minute win.
Oh, no, you're still way behind.
No, I can show you no exact matches for Dafty. I'm not cheating here, Lewis.
So,
Right. So what are we on to next week?
I've
Conundrum?
got, so let's have I think Peter is on 15, Tom is on
Yes.
16,
Yes.
I'm on 14,
Yes.
James is in the lead on 18.
17. I've got 17 for
And-
James.
Aye, they want to get done
18.
shouting the numbers round, Peter.
How did you? How did
That's
you
all right. You're right, Katie. You're right. I've recalculated. You're right, Katie.
And Lewis
I
is
go-
on 11.
Whoever
Oh,
gets
you've
I
got
managed to get the number.
Whoever gets the conundrum wins.
Whoever gets the
We don't get
conundrum
many points to get for
wins.
that.
It's going to be the quickest.
10
The
points.
conundrum's the quickest. You've got 30 seconds, whoever gets it the quickest. So,
I'm rubbish at conundrum.
Whoever shouts it first. Then.
no,
The
don't
only
shout
thing
it.
I'm happy about is I'm definitely not coming in last, so fuck you. The worst I can do is second place.
Buff loser, James.
Around
Buff
you.
loser.
Right roundies. Hey, I'll take that.
Right, he's white got on with it then.
Right, go for it.
Right, go.
How do we buzz in?
You don't
Just
just
say
shout
what?
it out. Frankie's the judge. He'll tell you who got it first.
And I'll pause the video. So I'm going to need to be on.
Have you made it up, or is it an actual countdown one?
It's an award, and it has to be the correct spelling as well. I'm going to say that. I'm going to ask for the spelling off these.
Already?
James, you're
Right.
it. Wanker.
No, you need to wait till the timer starts, Peter. It gives you time to.
Oh no.
If nobody gets these, none of these get points.
Interviewer. Interviewer. Interviewer.
Oh my god.
Over.
Well done, Pierre.
No, but it was.
Isn't it?
You were about to say you had it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, well.
It's not. No. I'm sorry, Peter.
No, I was wrong.
It's
I'm going
interview.
It's
It's
interview.
interview. It's not interview.
Interview.
Yeah, it's interview. But Peter said interview.
You
He
did.
did.
Aye,
He did.
interviewer, he said it wrong.
Aye, so
That's
I'm
a
up
sore
here.
one.
Unlucky, Peter, mate. That was really unlucky.
Hold on, does that mean James wins?
That's exactly what it means, my friend. As you can see by the smug look in my face.
Chris Gadden got it as well.
Who
Frankie.
fucking invited him back?
Frankie.
Aye.
I'm
Definitely
gutted he won.
an R in it. Interviewer's right, Pierre won. Sorry, James.
Interview.
No, there's only one R, sorry.
Oh, Peter, so close. How does it feel to be so close and yet so far?
Peter, I know what it's like to be robbed as well in this game.
Lewis, I'd like to thank you for coming on, otherwise I would have been lost.
Always Lewis last.
Aye, Lewis was
But-
last, mate.
So,
As well, look,
Sorry,
what I
Lewis.
want to say is I had alcohol in the second round, which would have put me in the lead.
Your problem might have been you'd alcohol before we started.
Yeah, I think so.
I
think
think
you might be right,
it's your hair is crushing your brain.
He's opened his eyes. That's what it is. Couldn't see the letters.
so was I second then?
Aye, you were second, mate.
Oh,
You were
Congratulations,
second.
James, you deserve that after everything we called you, buddy.
That's all right.
James-
I've
James
said
came
plenty
over
about
and
yous
pointed
in
to it.
forums.
Yeah.
And Tom, the MMA UK t-shirt eludes
T-shirt?
you still.
It was always going to happen, wasn't it?
Well, you can send the t-shirt to Tom if that's what you're doing.
No,
I've
you've
got
got
enough.
t-shirt.
Oh, was it? It was just for Tom.
Nah,
James,
that's
you need to
Tom.
insist on a green one.
There's a wee bit
Tom,
of incentive for Tommy to try harder, but
Tom needs to
Failed.
earn it.
I don't need a green one, mate.
Oh,
Stop
man.
Tom.
Is the numbers let me down?
The
Aye.
numbers was hard. It was too hard.
James, you were
Aye.
blinding at the numbers.
I was alright
I
with
had the
numbers, I'm
first
just
one.
listening good with the words.
The numbers, though, is always the one that smashes it on countdown because,
Aye.
like, it's between, like, you don't, well, and especially in the word games we were playing, the runners up were still getting points, whereas that doesn't happen on the real show.
Aye, that's true.
Can't he
That's
push?
true. Oh well.
What
Right.
we
I
doing?
don't want a
What we
silver
doing
medal.
next week,
Silver
Peter?
medals are rubbish.
Well, Katie's actually planning next week. I think we've got a special. Could be a Black Lives Matter special.
Oh,
We're
is
in the
it?
process of
It-
planning that.
Yeah, I'm
It's a
just waiting for
serious
someone
show.
to get back to me, but
The
yeah.
serious show up for a change, and I think the week after could be mental health. So we're doing a couple of serious episodes, so there won't be any challenges for a couple of weeks.
Oh,
means I
sounds
don't
good.
need to join these. I can sit and
So-
relax and watch it.
What are the next
Yeah.
challenges? Has anybody got any ideas?
Yeah,
for
if you got any ideas,
challenges?
throw them in.
Yeah,
You've
we'd
all
love
got a
to
drink
hear
in your
that.
hand. Let's down a drink.
Do you know what my
Yeah,
challenge is?
I've
My,
literally
just
got
doing
that
it in
much
my gym.
left.
my challenge is for Peter to come up with a challenge that I don't need to set up, that you can do yourself.
It's going to be quite challenging.
That should have been the conundrum challenge.
We could have a wanking contest. We don't need Frankie for that.
What?
Oh God!
Fuck's sake.
You've got to take it there, Peter. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Get that tenants back in your gob.
Were there any other topics that we wanted to cover before we
Fight
signed off for
Island.
the night? Fight
There's one-
Island. Go on, Frankie.
No, there's one thing I was thinking about. Usman versus Burns, their teammates. Is there ever any teammates fought for a title before?
Usually a teammate.
Yeah,
leaves the
Rashad
gym,
and John Jones.
Did they?
They weren't the
left.
current teammates.
Rashad left. He sulked and left.
But Usman's saying that he's going to leave, isn't he? Because Henry Hoof train either of them. So I think he was saying that he's going to leave Hard Knocks, but I don't know. I didn't read that I just read that from somebody's Twitter. I don't know if that's true or not.
But they'll probably do something and split it up. You can't really. It'll be a weird situation. But at the end of the day, this is one of the things that can happen in MMA, because ultimately you're in teams and stuff like that, but it's an individual sport.
Yeah, you've got to shoot your shot, and the fact that he's gone after this so hard and accepted every fight and just been on social media calling for everyone, that's what I want to see. People who really want it, people who make it happen for themselves. So
remember we had Velasquez and Cormier jumped down a weight, remember, so he didn't have to fight him.
Yeah.
I think Burns has a really good chance to win that fight as well.
So do I.
I like it. I like him in that matchup.
Yeah, I think he wins it.
He was phenomenal in that last fight, I must say.
Yeah.
That was great.
The thing is, I can't see Usman really wanting to take him down because his ground game is so good.
Yeah.
His jiu-jitsu is something else. So if he gets to the striking, then I feel like he's got a little bit more hustle than Usman. Usman's kind of more of a slow-paced striker, I guess, whereas Burns can really kind of pick up the pace and out striking in terms of volume, I think.
I think if Usman's on top of him in the ground, he didn't have much to worry about. As long as he's on top, I think he'll be able to.
I don't know.
I disagree.
I think Burns can sub him off his back or sweep him at least.
I need to get him to the ground first, but.
He's got good defense as well.
And you speak about volume as well. Usman certainly puts out volume, and he's definitely got a power advantage. I disagree with the Burns, but I would. Well, Burns could easily win the fight, but I would favour Usman.
Yeah.
It's such a stacked division as well. Even after that fight, there's so many good fights coming up for that division.
Yeah.
So whoever's the champion, they're going to have a hard time keeping that belt.
I suppose Usman
as well.
Usman is tested as well now at championship level, which I think definitely counts for something. But I don't know. I think it's a very close matchup. I think it could go either way.
Usually when you get to that, it's definitely it'll be a good fight. I mean, overall, that card is absolutely stacked.
Yeah.
That card is outstanding.
Is that the one with Jose Aldo and all that, isn't it?
Holloway, Volkanovski. I'm just looking at
three title fights, and obviously we've got a Scottish interest on it as well. We've got Danny Henry fighting Marquand Mercani.
How do you see that fight going, James?
I like Danny in that fight. Marquand's explosive, comes out hard and fast, but he fades. He's not SBG either anymore, so I don't know whether that'll be a good or a bad thing. He's obviously back in Finland training. Don't get me wrong, Marquand's a really, really good wrestler. He's a tough out for MD, but I think if you can get through that first round with him, I think.
Yeah.
Sure, with Burgos as well. He had a tough first round with him, then just took over because Marquand looked like gas. He fell out. So
Marquand's one of those. He's maybe he's got that potential when he came on the scene, but he's just never showed it yet. He's just got the level
fishy.
I know he's had some personal issues as well, but he's just achieved what he should have at this point. He's really talented. He's still dangerous.
See, with Fishgold, was that a first round finish?
Yeah.
If you look at his fights, that seems to be a common theme.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So I think if it gets out of the first round, 100% Danny's got it. But I definitely favour him in the fight. But I think a lot of people write off Amir Khani, and I think he's got more than some people think he's got.
Yeah, I think it's stupid to rate Andy off at this level. Obviously, Danny's coming in off a loss, but look who he lost to. Danny Ige. Look what he's done since then.
Isn't it amazing to like when you think who these people get, and they're just like quite early on, low down a card somewhere random, and you see them in that fight, and you think, God, they look good, because you know how good the person you were rooting for is as well. Mm-hmm. And then literally like a year later, you see that person headlining a card, and again, Fishy lost to Calvin Cater, who's headlining the card. So
see if you can get it's just about getting that run together in the UFC. Obviously, you need to hear the skills. You need to be good enough, but it's just getting that run and potentially getting a few good names as well under your belt. I mean, that's what it's all about. But it's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
They might have another Scottish fighter in Fight Island. I think Stevie Ray called out Jim Miller today as well on Twitter. I don't
know about that one, mate. I don't see
sure
that. Hopefully Stevie will go on.
Fight Island, his July and August is maybe even full up already.
So is his
I think
knee
they announced a load of fights
all right
last
now
week.
then?
No, he's just walking round about it. That's really all you can do. He's just walking around.
Chronic problem, is it?
He's all right.
Just one of the ones. I think he was supposed to go to the UFC and get stem cells, but obviously everything happened, and that is what it is. You know what I mean? What can you do?
Yeah.
What about all these guys? What about all these fighters want to retire? What's going on here, man?
No, what to retire?
Conor was a starter for 10, exactly. Exactly. I mean, Henry Cejudo started it. Now he's talking about, I quite fancy a fight with Volkanovski, and they say he called out somebody last night as well on Twitter. I can't remember who it was.
Sometimes it's not the best way to approach it with the UFC. They'll see that, try to force their hand. Usually, more often than not, I've seen that backfires on fighters. I think you should do all this stuff behind the scenes. A good manager will, and make sure you've got a good management team to negotiate for you. But generally, people doing like what Cejudo does, the UFC will generally just go, "No, fuck that guy."
I've actually been a bit critical of John Jones for the way he handled his, his life. But he wanted to fight Ngannou, and then he was wanting to go up to heavyweight for that, and then he was wanting this mega million payday. But he was asking for it back when the world was in COVID crisis, and you know what I mean. Like people didn't know if they were going to have a job next week and all that.
I'd rather have COVID than fight Ngannou, by the way.
John Jones was talking about Mike Tyson last night, fighting him.
Fuck that guy.
Everybody wants to fight Tyson, and plus we'll get a Tyson movie.
I think Mike Tyson says John Jones will only get money, that kind of money, if he fights me, and then John Jones replied saying I'm listening, and then it's just.
I'm so bored of the whole crossover thing now. Like I'm just.
I know Mike Tyson's an old guy, but what?
I couldn't give a shit.
There's a reason for Mike Tyson saying that I'm going to fight again because his movie's coming out with Jamie Foxx. That's all it is. It's all promotion. Getting everybody joining with Tyson. Everybody wants to fight Tyson, and that's just perfect for his movie coming out. So.
I know. See if he does actually fight, it needs to be somebody like
Holyfield.
Who's Sam to Lewis?
I don't know. Lewis, you've muted yourself as well on your camera.
I'm watching you. To someone ordering another drink from his dad. No,
his mum's giving him a row because he lost so badly.
No, his mum didn't brush his hair.
His sister's in the garden.
See Tyson coming out, right? I think Cejudo was wanting to fight Ryan Garcia and all. You didn't.
It's
exactly. See the McGregor Mayweather thing. I think that was a one-off. See, unless you want to go and become a boxer for the rest of your career.
Well, Mayweather's talking about doing it again, Bill Conor.
I seen that. He's probably down. He'll be down to his last 400 million. But
have you seen the numbers Top Rank have been doing?
Like 300,000 and stuff. Dana was having a go at them as well. Who's the guy Dana's always wanted to fight? Or the guy that's wanting to fight Dana?
De La Hoya.
They wanted to do a charity one. No, I think is no way. Man, can't remember.
Oh,
anyway,
do you mean Tyson's dad? Do you mean Tyson
John Fury?
Dad?
John Fury. He was talking about fighting Mike Tyson.
Can it be
Dana White? With Dana White, somebody was wanting to do a charity fight with Dana White. Was there no somebody from
Mayweather? Tyson Fury's dad.
No, it wasn't him. God.
No, he was just talking about Mike Tyson.
Let me Google it.
Everybody wants to fight Tyson.
Well, you're doing that. Chris Gadden what about Till's beef with Mike? Darren Till's beef with Mike Perry website.
It's quite a basic website, but it was still funny.
Yeah, no, I
found it
hilarious. Does anyone else think Perry's lost the plot? Like,
I thought that the first time I heard him speak. He's off his nut.
Why is Till fucking with Perry anyway? It's not like they're going to be fighting anytime
Because he's only winding him up. He's literally winding him up. He's got
he should be winding up his next opponent then. Why not wind up your next opponent?
Well, he is as well, isn't he? He's just a piss-taking bastard. I love it. I think he's hilarious.
He that picture thing on Twitter, didn't he? He did a picture of Dana White with his face on that, and stuff like that.
I think he's
just having fun.
So funny. And yeah, when you're training for a fight and you're not allowed to drink and you're trying to, do all the right things, what else can you do but take the piss out of people? When he was on Bisping's podcast the other week, and he was saying that he FaceTimes Bisping when he's commentating just to wind him up. And he was just hilarious. And he apologised to Mike Perry on there, taking a piss again. But like Mike Perry is taking it all so personally because he wants to raw dog his bird, his new bird. Like,
did he not get married as well?
But this isn't. He is not with the girl. The new girl that he's with is not the one he married.
And apparently that's who's got to corner him for his fight.
Perry's fight.
Yeah.
But just post a picture with injuries, cut himself again, didn't he?
Yeah, apparently that was old. He was only doing it for attention.
Right. That's what it is.
I love Mike Perry. I absolutely think there's a place for him. He's funny as well, but just the fact that he's blocked Darren Till on all social media and he can't take it anymore is hilarious.
No, it's not a fight that's ever going to happen. Perry's never going to be. He'll be like a co-main eventer or a headliner on like fight nights and stuff like that, just because he's a character. But when he gets up to that top level, guys, he's got too many gaps in his game, I think.
Yeah.
I think he should retire. But don't say
that your boss.
You got work tomorrow. No, it's
hard to say he thinks he should retire. I mean, it's at the end of the day, he's a prize fighter. He's fighting for money.
I think they went to the same school. All right, Tony.
Who should retire?
Perry.
No, why?
Crazy. Too many hits to the head. We take
my girlfriend. I think he was just nuts before anyway. He's just a nutter.
He's just a nutter, and there's a load of fun fights. I still want to watch him fight, just because he's never going to win a title.
I'm not saying he's entertaining, but do you think he's actually going to get his girlfriend to corner him? That's just stupid talk.
He used to get his other girlfriend to corner him.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? If nothing else, it'll be. That's one of the benefits of no crowd. And listen, I'd always rather have the crowd, but one of the fun things with no crowd is you get to hear some, like for example, Trevor Whitman in the corner. That was outstanding.
Yeah, that was very
stuff.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Very
but
cool.
then you hear the opposite side of that. We've heard some corners talking about sand and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, so you've got both sides of the spectrum.
She'll probably be better than Diego Sanchez's corner.
Oh man, that guy's a fucking crackpot, man. That guy's crazy. That guy's not right. Shouldn't be cornering a fighter.
So is it nice of Lewis to say goodbye before he left?
He had to go. He did message saying he had to go off somewhere. So
it's a wave his tail between his legs.
So just because he came last, he's left before we could sign off.
Well, he wanted to get off first. At least he could say I was first getting off.
Can I just say, see the commentary last night? I think that's the best team as well. Bisping, Anik and Cruz. I don't think there's anyone better as well. From a commentary point of view.
No, I like Bisping and Cruz.
Bisping makes me no fast forward anything because I want to hear what he's got to say as well.
Mm-hmm. I do like Bisping. He did say one thing about a takedown sealing around where I really want people to get over a takedown with nothing else like counting. That was the only criticism. I'm just bored of people saying that when nothing else happens.
The problem is judges do still score it, so it's an issue.
They're not meant to score it though.
But they're not meant to.
They're not meant to.
If we can all agree in one thing is MMA judges don't always do what you expect them to do or what they should do.
Yeah.
If they all done what they're meant to do and scored it properly, we wouldn't have so many issues.
Yeah.
But I agree completely. If you take somebody down and just sit on them, then realistically, I mean, what have you actually achieved?
Yeah. But even taking them down in the last 5 seconds, that shouldn't do anything because you haven't even controlled him on the ground. So that's my only criticism of him in the entire time he's been commentating, because he's my favourite by miles, and I didn't expect him to be. But yeah, anyway. Okay. Has anyone got anything else they wanted to talk about?
No.
There's nothing else
Not
in the
from me.
comments. That's
Apart from how disappointed we were in Lewis's performance, and so he's had to scurry off before we say goodbye.
What was it GSP said to Matt Hughes? Was it, I was not impressed by your performance?
Remember that? That was pure cringe.
I know.
He's still going on about a comeback as well, isn't he? Maybe one more fight.
To the GSP.
Aye.
Aye.
He's saying
To be honest, I would like to see him one more time.
He did say
still young
he said they were talking about the Khabib fight, but Dana wouldn't go for it. So.
Yeah.
Nah,
I feel
they're
like
not
the older he gets, the less chance he's got of that going well.
I don't think they want him coming back for a title, mainly done against Bisping, and then he didn't fight again.
Well, because he's just going to retire again. So why give him the chance of winning it? Like, that's twice he's retired with a belt, which is not what they want, is it?
Yeah.
We're at a point now where you want the sport to move forward. It's great looking back at all the guys with GSP with nostalgia and that, but I think the best thing is to focus on the future and the guys that are coming through. And the talent levels are scary, and that's what we should be looking at. No
even amateur level in
champions of
Scotland is crazy. The level in Scotland amateur.
Who do you
Amateur
think?
everywhere.
I know.
Who do
I'm just giving Scotland a point.
you reckon the next superstar is?
It's hard to
like
say, man. It's
GSP,
really
Conor level. I know Conor's a superstar in a different way.
Someone like Jack Shore.
Sean O'Malley's got a chance of being that guy, but I think still he needs a lot of work, man. I want to see Sean O'Malley against a really good wrestler.
We got O'Malley, Rude Shore, possible fights that we've all spoke about recently. That we'd like to see. So,
and hopefully the next big superstars know in the UFC yet, and they're going to come for the UK, because we could really be doing it.
You see, the thing is, right, I know Conor's a bit lover, Marmite, love or hate him or whatever, but it's one of the ones that you do want to tune in and see. GSP was the same, Chocolate Dell was the same.
GSP and Chocolate Dell, though, for completely different reasons to Conor, I would add.
Aye, I know, but I'm just saying Conor's got he found his sort of USP, you know what I mean? Which is his gub. And GSP and Chocolate Dell, Chocolate Dell was my first kind of, that's who got me back in, you know what I mean? I've watched this for the UFC for the start and all the rest of it, but Chocolate Dell he was the main man, wasn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know, I like to see characters.
So who do you think would be the next British UFC champion? Me personally, I think it'd be Jack Shore, but I think he's got a shot on it. Got Colgan, who did have a title shot, but she got injured. I don't know what's happening there with her now. If she'll still get
potentially Leon Edwards, if things line up. He's probably got. I'd say he'll be the next British guy fighting for a title. Might not be the next British next UFC champion for Britain, but I think he'll be the next guy that fights for a title.
Yeah, definitely got a shot.
If Till beats Whittaker as well, he's obviously in contention.
Till. I was going to say Till.
If he beats Whittaker, then that'll be the next one against Adesanya.
Aye, so we'll just need to wait and see. Hopefully, we can just put this year behind us and everything can get back to normal and start getting not the big shows on, but just actual local shows and all that on as well.
Oh, there's some local shows planning pay-per-views. I know we've got a higher level fight night coming up, James. We've got Evolution of Combat are planning a pay-per-view show in Scotland, so we've got a couple of Scottish ones ready to go when we get the clearance. So you never know.
I think they're putting everything together for the higher level fight night now. That'll be streamed. Obviously, it's nobody will make any money off that. That show's purely getting put together so amateur guys can get in there and fight. That's it, just to keep them.
That's a great idea, by the way.
I know it's brilliant.
Chris said, Molly. Like
Molly, hopefully there we go.
Shevchenko is.
You never know.
I definitely haven't forgotten her, but
she made a massive impact, didn't she, so far, Molly?
Yeah, and I think they love her. They absolutely love her, and she's got that kind of personality and star power.
Great character.
So yeah, she's obviously
And
fighting
she
on
learns
the
how far-
15th of
from her
July.
losses as well. She learns from her losses. She's grown
I've
as a
never
fighter.
seen anyone learn from a loss as much as she
Yep.
did from that one, and she literally changed everything about her camp, her training, her whole work without actually changing her team. Just when you talk about someone dedicating their life to it, and like I know I told you guys, just from the beginning of lockdown, having that fight snatched away from her, like she just went back into a kind of camp by herself, just like running for miles every day. She went on Twitter, asked if any bike companies would give her a bike, and went cycling around the fucking country. Like everything. She asked people for a punch bag. She asked scaffolders to come and put it up for her.
Yeah.
And she was literally working out all day, every day. She said to me, I want to be the first person fighting as soon as this is over. And, you know, so like she's made it happen. I've got.
She's got her own podcast as well now as well.
Yeah.
Cyborg, you know, I think it was the first one, Cyborg.
Coffee with a chance of meatballs. So
Yeah,
she's she's you know just gonna do big things. So I'm well chuffed for her that she's got this fight, and that's the fight that I'm most looking forward to on the whole of Fight Island. And she's obviously back on the same card as Fishy. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait for these Fight Island fights. I'm just gutted they haven't put like the European ones on more of our
For our time, I know.
Yeah.
Is that guy?
Especially.
I thought it was just the one. Is it not? Is it all of them?
No, they're all. Her one's a little bit earlier, like an hour earlier or something. Start time. It's on a Wednesday bloody night. Like,
I think it's the heat in Abu Dhabi as well. I think it'd be better for them to have it in the middle of the night as well, isn't it? The heat.
yeah.
It'd be too hot.
Just one of the ones, but you just got to be happy they're on, I guess.
I know.
Yeah.
You know
It can only be
definitely.
because of commercial revenues
and the
and
distance
advertising
is-
and stuff.
Yeah.
And pay-per-view as well.
Probably
it's just odd
ESPN and
because
that'll
if
dictate.
it was a fight night here, like the London one would have been on at our time. So this is pretty much a similar card. You would have thought that we would have got to have it at our time. But regardless, I'm glad it's happening. Modestus is having his UFC debut on that card. Molly's back on the same card as Fishy. I'm absolutely buzzing for that one. And obviously, yeah, you guys have got Danny on the big one, the 251 show. So it's going to be epic. Like all
David
of our
Grant's
faves.
fighting as well, just in the
David Grant
British thing.
fighting.
He's
David
the
Grant.
first fight. He's the very first
Yeah.
fight.
First fight up. He's a dead likeable guy.
He's a
Jack
great
Shore,
fighter
I
as
think
well.
Jack Shore's going to be on as well.
Jack Shaw, Brett Johns is fighting.
Yep.
Obviously, Darren Till's fighting Whitaker on the 25th. Like,
It's pretty much UFC London every weekend.
yeah,
Four nights.
The
A lot of
fight
fighters on.
nights like would be fine if they were on at a normal time. It's just frustrating that we've got to stay up till 4 a.m. on a school night. But
The
hey
problem
ho.
is probably ESPN will hear a big say in that with regards to times.
Yeah.
But I
ESPN
don't
money.
understand why, if it is basically the London card that would have been on at our time, why this is a replacement for that card?
They'll be looking at it as a subscription because the amount of subscribers for America are probably going to, or people watching it are going to vastly outweigh probably the subscribers have got in the UK, Europe, and stuff like that. And I think that probably is what swings it. Whereas if it's a show in London where they're selling a gate for it, well, it's easier to sell the gate if it's on at a reasonable time for the people there. I think it's and it's a pain in the arse, and it always has been a pain in the arse as a UK fan and for a lot of European fans. But it's one of the ones you just need to roll with it and enjoy a good night of fights, whether you watch it live or you watch it the next day and just stay off social media.
Cool. Okay.
Anything
Any more for any more?
That's it.
All right. Well, good luck to everyone who's preparing for those fights on Fight Island. We are all 100% behind you, and we're all super buzzing to see you throw down. We'll be back next week. We'll confirm what that's going to be. But James, thank you for coming back to us for one night
Thank
only. It's been great to
Cheers.
have you, and congratulations on winning. Tom,
Thanks.
lovely to have you on.
Thank you very much.
Was it?
I'll be back.
Was it really?
It was lovely to have him on.
Top
Peter,
Fuel.
thank you for joining us. Thank you to our sponsors, Fight Fuel and Frankie. Thank you so much for setting up a really confusing, complicated, but
I think you
fun
should just
game of
stick-
countdown.
When the
Stick to-
countdown, it was cut down.
Stick to drink challenges, Peter. You're good at that. Well, no, really. No, really.
No.
And Chris Gadden, thank you for all your comments throughout the show. We appreciate you.
Yes, yes.
And Reza, thanks everyone.
Cheers, thank
Right.
you. Right.
Cheers, bye.